by the time I get this uploaded, it'll probably be on the 10th or 20th round. But this is hilarious. Congress may not even get started at all to get, or at least the House, to try to put through the horse shit that the GOP wants to do. So nothing's going to get done this session, this Congress anyway. But they can't even agree upon a speaker. It'd be funny if it's a Democrat, though. That would be funny. If old Jeffries got in there. That would be hilarious. But they don't have to be the same party as the majority in Congress. But anyway, yeah, I think that's very funny. And then there was some other damn stuff. This article, I'm not sure. It was in the New York Times the other day. And of course, it's behind a paywall. But I'm not sure what the hell the point of the article is. I mean, so, yeah, teenage births are way down the tube. And does it really matter whether poverty has anything to do with teen pregnancy or education? The decline in poverty follows the decline in teen pregnancy, or whether greater opportunities make a decline. But you know what? This shit might have been relevant 50 years ago or 60 years ago when it was still relatively common, pre-Roe especially. But I don't see the point of it now, because the teen pregnancy is way down across the board. And I think it is other interests. Mothers especially are less likely to sit and encourage their daughters to be in relationships, pushing them into it, while as soon as they hit adolescence, and try to push them into early marriage and hoping to be grandmothers and crap like previous generations. That could be. That's probably what it really is. That the poverty, whether it's less poverty or more opportunities, I don't think they're mutually exclusive. I don't think they mean shit. The fact is, it's gone down dramatically, and we should be happy about that. And yeah, and studies, whatever, I'm not going to sit here and say which ones, but they're showing that there are fewer, that teens supposedly are having less sex. But I think in the past they were lying about it anyway. Let's face it, people lie about it. Anyhow, but it isn't even that, but they're probably more likely to be honest, that they're not jumping in the sack. And they've got other interests. And the thing I've always said, that if you want, instead of giving kids a birth control, access to birth control and contraceptives, it's not really a message you want to tell kids that they should be doing that. Instead, they should be encouraged to adopt hobbies and other interests and further their education. That's the best birth control, rather than shoving relationships down their throat and say, well, they're going to have sex anyway. We'll just go ahead and get contraceptives for them. Not really a good thing. That makes me sound like a wingnut, but you know, I've lived through all this sexual revolution crap, and it wasn't all what it's cracked up to be. But anyway, it's good news that the birth rate's gone down, and hopefully it stays down, even with all this crap that the anti-abortion nut jobs are trying to do. But this article really didn't. I just think it was kind of pointless. I don't think there was any point to it. And then, there were a lot of fake tears yesterday. It looks like McCarthy is suffering defeat in the 6th round. Okay. Anyway, but yesterday they carried out the first execution of a known cross-dresser, and who had killed his girlfriend or whatever. I think that's what she was. And it was a heinous murder. But, why? Okay, this pisses me off. This is not a woman who was executed. This was a goddamn man. McLaughlin's execution, the first in the U.S. this year, is unusual. Executions of women in the United States are already rare. They still are. That's a man. Why the fuck are we lying about the sex of the goddamn perpetrator that got executed? He was a man. And furthermore, he didn't decide to call himself Amber until during his stay on death row, because he figured it was a get out of jail. Well, maybe not get out of jail, but get out of death row free. If he adopted the cross-dressing shit. So stop lying, CNN. This man was not a woman in any manner, shape, or form. He's a man. Or was. But I'm not big on the death penalty anyway, but you don't sit there and lie about this goddamn guy by calling him a woman. Listed in court documents as Scott McLaughlin. Yeah, that's his real name. So he's not a woman. So why the hell? He was kept at the Potosi Correctional Center near St. Louis, which housed male inmates. And, yeah. So anyway, it was classic abuse shit. He was convicted of first-degree murder, forcible rape, as opposed to statutory. That's why they call it forcible rape. And armed criminal action, court records show. But when it came to a sentence, the jury was deadlocked. Most states, if they have a death penalty, they require a unanimous vote by the jury, but Missouri doesn't. The judge can decide between life imprisonment or parole or death. So the judge imposed the death penalty. So he got executed. And they try to play the sympathy card here. He was a damn abuser, okay? And good riddance. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the death penalty. In fact, I'm against it. But this guy doesn't get any damn sympathy for me. So, anyway, but to call him a woman, boy, that just frosts my ass. And then there was this wonderful story, speaking of abuse. And I suppose that Tesla's stock will go up now because the car withstood a 250-foot drop. It must have been an attempted murder-suicide by this radiologist, because, I mean, how would he expect to have survived it, too, if he hadn't planned to be killed with the rest of them? But, they all survived it without any serious injuries. So he's going to be charged with attempted murder. So if you're gonna do this kind of thing, don't buy a Tesla, apparently, because it went down a 250-foot embankment. And look at that thing. I mean, it was completely destroyed, but somehow they were okay. But imagine that, somebody trying to kill you and kill the kids. Holy crap. Anyway, so that's kind of the latest damn stuff that I thought I'd talk about. And yeah, this is going to be funny. So it's been 6 times that McCarthy has suffered defeat. And anyway, that is going to be it.